everybody. This is a quick little video that is designed for dancers, but is really for anybody. Athletes, anybody who does recreational fitness, anyone who stands on their feet for lengthy periods of time or wears shoes like flip-flops, things that have less support. It's a foot rolling exercise and it's wonderful, it's quick, and it's super helpful. So this ball right here is my favorite. This is a lacrosse ball. I know I bought mine at Dick's Sporting Goods for $2.99. They're really easy to find. They're hard. They don't have a lot of give to them. So in terms of rolling your feet on this, you're gonna feel it a significant amount. If you don't have a lacrosse ball, but you have a tennis ball, another awesome option. Little squishier, so not going to dig into the foot quite as much. So also if you know that your feet are quite sensitive, this is a good option. And then third, I've got a racket ball. Again, this one has a lot of give. You can see that I can squish it pretty easily. So not going to dig quite as deeply into the foot, but all are effective. I'm going to stick with my lacrosse ball since that's my favorite. And this is just a quick little segment, something you can do before class if you're a dancer, something you can do at the end of the day just to release your feet after taking off your shoes and getting off your feet for the day. But dancers, I want to address you really quickly for just a moment. When you roll your feet consistently before class, it is going to make a tremendous difference. You are going to feel the floor better. You're going to have more articulation through your tendus, your dégagés, your jumps are going to be impacted by the suppleness of your feet. You will also notice, if you're working toward a really nice point, that rolling your feet every day is going to help you maximize your feet. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, this is a quick one that we do sitting down. So basically you're going to start with the ball right in the depression between your toe and the ball of your foot, this little crease that runs this way right here. And you're going to start underneath the big and the second toe. And then all you're going to do is take your hands, your thumbs, and just very gently press across the top of your foot. So your toes are folding over the front of the ball. You should get a little bit of this happening with your foot, a little bit of curving over the ball, and then you choose how much pressure to apply with your thumbs, and you're lengthening the top of the foot and the top of the toes a little bit. So you can take as long as you like with this. For the purpose of the video and not keeping you watching too long, I'm gonna make it pretty quick. So once you feel like you've really stretched that out, you're gonna move behind the second and third toes and do the same thing. So you're moving right over the center of your foot. And again, you kind of want those toes and this very front part of the ball of the foot to just curve gently over the ball. And you'll notice that your toes, they want to do this, they want to clench. So every time you roll that finger over the toe, think of lengthening your toes out, and that's going to be the same thing we want when we point, right? We don't want to crunch our toes, we want to elongate them. So you'll stay with these two for a little bit, and then you'll roll where you have the fourth and fifth toes, and you'll just kind of press and stretch. So this is just lengthening out the toes themselves. You can kind of pick your toes up, lengthen them, and fold them over the ball a few times. And then once you've done that, you're just going to take your foot and gently rock. Again, you're rocking in that crease where the toes and the ball of the foot meet. And you're pressing down into your ball as you rock. Don't be surprised if your ball pops out and you have to chase it from time to time, which is completely fine. Now you're going to come over the ball so that the ball of your foot is squarely on top of that ball. You'll see the top of your foot right here stretch out, and you just want to take your thumbs and kind of gently stretch and massage into that. And then you're just going to draw a little circle with the ball underneath you. And the more pressure you put with your foot on the ball, the better. So that the ball kind of gets up into the muscles right there in the ball of your foot. Sometimes you can place a little gentle pressure of your hand on the top, and that will help the foot and the ball connect a little bit more. Now we're going to come down into the arch, and we're just going to rock the ball across the inner edge of the arch. And if you find any particularly tight points, you can take a moment, find a point, stay there, maybe press the heels of your hands gently into your foot. Breathe. So nice big exhales are just as helpful here. You can go back to rocking if you want to, as they are when we stretch. Anytime we breathe deeply, especially those exhales, it allows the muscles to release a little more. Let's go right down the center of the foot, from the base of the ball of the foot to the top of the heel. Just nice rolling, pressing down into the ball. Good. And if you find those pressure points, again, you can press down and hold still and maybe add a little extra weight with your hands. And then we're just going to roll the outer edge of the foot. This one usually surprises people. We all expect tension in here, but some of us don't expect to find that tension on the outer edge. So make sure you're always evening everything out. And then just do some circles. The whole center of your foot, just circle, circle, circle. And again, you can spend as much time on this as you have. And then the very last thing we're going to do is bring the ball right underneath the heel of the foot. I'm going to take the heels of my hands and I'm just going to gently bear down. I don't feel a ton, but for a stretch to work or for something like this to work, you don't necessarily have to have extreme sensation. The muscles are going to spread out regardless. And then you can just kind of draw little circles right in there on your heel. Good. And then before you do the other foot, it is really interesting to extend your legs out and just do a couple rounds of a point and a flex and see how the 2 feet feel different, the one that you've rolled and the one that you have not. You can also get up and walk around a little bit and see the difference there. It will help to illustrate why this is so helpful for releasing all those muscles in your feet. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at Lexi, L-E-X-I, at purealignmentfordancers.com, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.